one of the many controversies coming your way. And it's easy to have gotten buried in getting caught up in what's happening in Virginia with all three of these high-ranking officials. But it's hard also to take your eye off this Congresswoman, Ilhan Omar. She's out of Minnesota, and she has made a few comments where clearly she seems to be have a problem with our pro-Israeli position in America. And why do I think that? Because I read her tweets.
Yeah, because she had to apologize for this. It was a tweet in response to journalist Glenn Greenwald's tweet. Republican leader Kevin McCarthy threatened punishment for her and Rashida Tlaib over their criticism of Israel. It's stunning how much time U.S. political leaders spend defending a foreign nation, even if it means attacking free speech rights of Americans. And then she tweeted, "It's all about the Benjamins, baby." She has since walked that back and apologized to a point. Here's the president and what he said about her yesterday.
He said, "I think she should be ashamed of herself. I think it was a terrible statement, and I don't think her apology was adequate." A lot of Democrats came out against her, condemning her. Nancy Pelosi condemned her, and that's when she decided to release her statement.
Right, and she said that AIPAC is paying off, essentially, lawmakers to have this pro-Israeli stance. Ben Shapiro took umbrage with this.
How do you not have a censorship of a resolution of censure against Ilhan Omar for all of this? And the reason is because the Democratic Party deep down actually agrees with Ilhan Omar. The Democratic Party, unfortunately, has become a party that is replete with anti-Semitism and certainly with anti-Israel activity. I was there in 2012 when the idea of Jerusalem as Israel's capital was booed at their convention. The willingness to consort with open Jew-hating in the Democratic Party is pretty obvious at this point.
Okay, so Nancy Pelosi and top Democratic leaders did say, look, you've got to apologize. But they did not, as the New York Post in their op-ed page this morning says, the failure to discipline Omar stands in contrast to House Republicans who stripped Representative Steve King of his committee assignments for lamenting the fact that the white supremacy is deemed an offensive term. So they're saying that's exactly what they're talking about.
Yeah, and by the way, to Nancy Pelosi's credit, she condemned the remarks and demanded the apology, and that got her attention. So we'll see where that goes. At least, I just don't know why she'd still leave there on the Foreign Relations Committee when if she's that upset with her stance on Israel. Why would you have her in such an important committee that has everything to do with our policy on Israel in the House?
Great question, and that's what a lot of people are scratching their heads about today.